3, 9. Watima what? Okay, I joke about la yàrá ní bàtì. Ó yàrá Jericho UCH ẹlẹ́yẹlé Sango Apẹtẹ Ọjọ́ Báṣọ̀run Ìwòrò Total Garden fẹ́ẹ́rẹ́. Ọlọ́run ṣògo ó sùn. Solutions FM má lọ tò gbé.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Clips one over the top looking for Timber, trying to get around Cucurella. And Timber's come away from it. Oh, the ball's cleared off the line there. And Sanchez can barely get it clear. And then Rice, oh dear. And that's gone well over the top. Chelsea leading very dangerously. Cucurella felt he was fouled, nothing was given.
Yeah, it was a great little chip ball there from Thomas Partey initially. Just trying to set Duran Timber away.
Odegaard's corner. It's flicked on, and it's in! Arsenal have the lead, and it's Mikel Merino!
Make sure you just float it in above Sanchez, just make him make a decision. This time, Odegaard just whips it in with his left foot to near post. Merino loses marker. Make sure he gets his first contact and redirects the header brilliantly over top of Sanchez into the far post. You have to say, the goal's been coming. It's a great header from Merino. He just knows that if he gets there first, he's just got to help it on.
And they are there. Arsenal are second, and they've won here by 1-0.
Victory for Arsenal over Chelsea in the London Derby over the weekend. 1-0 for the Gunners, and that also shows that Arsenal is not backing down. But based on the goal difference, points as well between Arsenal and Liverpool, the gap is wide open. Well, remember, Liverpool bottled a title over the weekend. That's the Carabao. And a lot of people saying that Arsenal shouldn't have even created an opportunity for Liverpool to lead the English Premier League log with wide margin. You're welcome to Extra Time. It is your football radio show on Solutions 93.9 FM here in the city of Ibadan. Well, on the show this evening, we'll look at football stories, a live update coming from different centers across the world. Now, let's start from here in Nigeria, in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Monday evening football between Sunshine Stars and Plateau United. Well, the match day 29 clash between Sunshine Stars and Plateau United ended 2-2 between the two sides. Well, it almost looked like Plateau United was running away with an away 3 points, but an own goal by Onwadioha Anthony caused that 2-2 draw and points shared between the two sides. Well, following the 1-0 draw, remember I told you in the morning that if there would be a drawn game in this one, that means all status quo will surely remain. Sunshine Stars remains on the 18th spot on the NPFL log with 33 points, while Plateau United remains 15th on the NPFL log with 35 points from 29 matches. That means Sunshine Stars has drawn 9 matches, has drawn 6 games this season, winning 9. And looking at Plateau United, the team has drawn 8 games this season, winning 10, losing 11. And that's the situation in the NPFL. Match day 29 game decided few minutes ago in the NPFL. Well, for Plateau United's next game, will be playing at home, hosting Kano Pillars on 23rd of this month. And for Sunshine Stars of Akure, the team will be going on the road against the Bendel Insurance on 22nd of this month. Moving away from the Nigeria Premier Football League updates, let's talk Nigeria Women's Football League. Well, the Nigeria Women's Football League, NWFL, has confirmed the venue changes for 2 key fixtures as the 2024-2025 NWFL Premiership resumes on March 19 following a 2-week break. In an official statement signed by NWFL Chief Operating Officer Modupe Shabi, the highly anticipated second round clash between Ekiti Queens FC and Edo Queens, originally scheduled to be held at the Oluyemi Kayode Stadium at Ado Ekiti, has been temporarily relocated to Ilorin Township Stadium due to the rehabilitation of Ekiti Queens' home ground. The fixture will now take place on Wednesday, March 19, 2025 by 3 p.m. Additionally, Adamawa Queens FC will play their remaining home matches at Makwada Stadium, Numan, Adamawa State, starting from the second stanza of the season. Now, looking at the updates here, the first game at the new venue will be against Rivers Angels on the 19th of March. The NWFL reiterated that the changes were necessary to uphold match quality and player safety, with all affected clubs and relevant football association duly informed. Still talking about women's football, Nigeria's Flamingos will take on Algeria in the final qualifying round for the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. The pairing was confirmed after Algeria defeated Botswana in the second round. The North Africans thrashed Botswana 4-0 in the second round of the qualifiers on Sunday to go through 5-2 on aggregate. Now, Saturday, remember, the Flamingos booked their place into the next round thanks to a 2-0 victory against South Africa in the second leg in the Kenya Ogun State, while the Bankole Oluwokere-led side advanced 5-1 on aggregate. Now, in all the final qualifying round fixtures, Kenya will face Cameroon, Zambia will battle Benin Republic, and it will be Cote d'Ivoire against Guinea. 4 teams alongside host Morocco will qualify for the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. This year's tournament will be hosted by 24 teams, will hold from 17th of October to 8th of November. Now let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria this evening with updates coming from the Super Eagles camp. Remember, we updated you this morning looking at how the team has been faring and the players jumping into the Super Eagles camp. Well, updates coming from the Super Eagles camp for the 2 minutes ago. 6 available players in gym session this evening. A sizable number of the squad will arrive tonight ahead of tomorrow's first training session. And the video we are seeing shows Victor Osimhen of Galatasaray having his training and looking at some other players at the gym this afternoon. That's what we are seeing. Let's expect more players in that team of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And remember, it's going to be Eric Shell's first set of games in charge of the 3-time African champions. Update, Obasogie, Tolu Aroko Dare, Kayode Bankole, Victor Osimhen, Bruno Yemachi, Papa Daniel were the first set of players to hit the Kigali camp very early. Well, that's the updates we are getting from the Super Eagles. However, for opponent of the Super Eagles, let's talk about the Warriors of Zimbabwe. They suffered a blow ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers with Nigeria Super Eagles and Benin Republic after their captain, Marvelous Nakamba, was dropped on Sunday due to injury. Now, according to the Herald head coach, Michael Nees replaced Nakamba with midfield Richard Hachiro, who plays for Zimbabwe's top flight. Hachiro, who operates as a midfielder, got the late call-up to replace Nakamba before the Warriors left for South Africa on Sunday. He was on the standby, having last featured for the national team a few months ago as the Warriors sealed qualification for the 2025 AFCON under Nees. Well, as we are back in the Super Eagles of Nigeria to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, we are also getting updates from Mali head coach Tom Saintfiet. Well, the coach has disclosed that it will be a big disaster if the Super Eagles fail to qualify for the World Cup. Now, the Super Eagles are fourth in the 5-team group with just 3 points from 4 games. They are yet to win a match and are 4 points behind leaders Rwanda, leaving them at the risk of missing out of the second World Cup in a row. Now, talking about players to miss World Cup qualifiers for their teams, remember Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa out of Super Eagles squad. Same as some players. Cole Palmer for national assignments. Now, Lionel Messi will not be joining Argentina for their World Cup qualifiers against Brazil and Uruguay this month, failing to make the final roster today. The 37-year-old was named to the initial 33-player roster on March 2 despite concerns over his physical status. Now, Messi missed 3 matches for Inter Miami due to load management, watching from the sideline to avoid a potential injury. So they had to make sure that Lionel Messi is fit enough for club football. Now we can understand if sometimes some players are not being used by their club sides and still did not feature for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, after a busy start to the 2025 MLS campaign with 3 matches in the span of 7 days, Inter Miami head coach Javier Mascherano announced Messi will be rested due to load management. That's the updates coming from that side. Now, let's talk about injury and some players, that is Barcelona midfielder Marc Casado is likely to miss the rest of the season after injuring his right knee during Sunday's 4-2 victory over Atletico Madrid. Now, Casado picked up the injury during the first half of the game played at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, but played on until midway through the second period when he was replaced by Eric Garcia. Now, let's just move on this evening. Let me take you straight to Germany. Yes, looking at a comeback for Bayer Leverkusen. Well, Victor Boniface was a part of the players that orchestrated victory for her side against Stuttgart. We'll be right back.
Here's Mittelstädt. And still, it's Mittelstädt. Voltemada on here for Leveling! And turned away, but turned in by Demirovic. One chance for Stuttgart was all it took for the night's first incision. And scored by Ermedin Demirovic for 1-0 for Die Schwaben. Mio. Away from Mukiele. Mio's pass. And now Nick Voltemada! You can hardly miss him. Nick Voltemada, Stuttgart's 1m98, an orthodox rising star. Another goal, another reminder to Bundestrainer Julian Nagelsmann of what he is, who he is, and what he can do. Xhaka. Mukiele. It comes for Andrich, blocked. Now Frimpong. They have one back. The Stuttgart lead cut in two by Frimpong. And will we see another Leverkusen fight back at Stuttgart's expense? They came in the league game in Leverkusen last season 2-0 down. Here's Voltemada again for Stuttgart. And Leveling. It's Demirovic. Oh, what a save, but he can't keep out the deflection of his own player. It's a 2-goal cushion back again for Stuttgart. Maybe an own goal off Granit Xhaka this time to once again open the gap between the sides. So Adley's corner for Leverkusen. Adley takes it off Mittelstädt. There's Mukiele in Capier. Do not write Leverkusen off yet. They're back in this at 3-2. Alonso's men live again, which is not taken. Palacios, Boniface took it well. Good support here, Boniface. Deflection, level. Leverkusen late have maybe saved the game against Stuttgart once again. Now Frimpong. It's Frimpong. It's a great cross. Leverkusen are back. It's Patrick Schick in added time as once again we see a sight we thought we maybe wouldn't see again. Palacios on the surge. He keeps on going as well here. Onto Boniface off the bar. Palacios. And Nubel saves, and that, my goodness, is that. Leverkusen, like the Leverkusen of old, found answers, solutions, when all seemed lost late in a game. And watch out Bayern, they are coming for you still.
I love that. Leverkusen are coming for you still. And look at the point gap between Bayern and Bayer Leverkusen. The way the thing is at the moment, it's just 6 points between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich is with 62 points from 26 games. Bayer Leverkusen with 56 points from 26 games. If my mathematics is right, it looks like more drama should be expected, because look at the last two matches for Bayern Munich. The team lost one and drew one, while Leverkusen lost one, won one. So if you are putting your money on Bayern to win the league title, go and check your account balance. Think about it and look at what is happening to Nigeria's economy. I'm not an NYSC member, so I know what I'm saying. All right, now moving away from that, let's go straight and talk about West Ham United forward Mikel Antonio has insisted he will play professional football again when he recovers following a near fatal road traffic collision in December. Antonio, 34, said he nearly died when his car struck a tree in Epping, Essex on December 7. That, he said, left his leg completely shattered. However, he has said he intends to return to football pitch, even suggesting he is a months ahead of a schedule in his recovery. All right. Now, a man who will never stop getting red card, that is Sergio Ramos. Well, Sergio Ramos was sent off in the final minute of Monterrey's victory over Pumas UNAM on Sunday. His first dismissal since he moved to Liga MX. Now, Ramos was involved in numerous physical battles during the game. Monterrey were already 3-1 up on 92 minutes when he tackled Guillermo Martinez before kicking the forward as the ball rolled out of play. It is his 30th red card of his career, and he was dismissed 26 times for Real Madrid, twice for Paris Saint-Germain, and once for Sevilla, although he was never sent off for Spain, where he has never played in Italy, has he? But let me take it straight to Italian Serie A with Inter Milan beating Atalanta 2-0.
What a ball from Lautaro. This is Marcus Thuram. And he's caught the inside of the post. Thuram again. Kadnisecki is there. Jim City denies Carlos Augusto. Çalhanoğlu takes the set piece. And there is Carlos Augusto with a huge goal for the breakthrough and a massive strike in the title race. Still Marcus Thuram. Ederson working hard off the ball. But Ederson eventually pokes it behind for a corner. He felt he should have got a free kick. Booked for dissent. And now Ederson has talked himself into a second yellow card. And Atalanta have imploded. And their title aspirations might just be going up in smoke. Bastoni. And here's Lautaro again. Fratesi will score. Instead, Kadnisecki makes the save. Is this going to be a second yellow card for Bastoni? It is. Bastoni sent off. It will end 10v10. Simone Inzaghi with another masterclass to beat Gasperini. And it ends here at Gewiss Stadium. Atalanta 0, Inter 2.
Well, remember that game, two people sent off in that particular one. And, well, that was how Inter Milan recorded a 2-0 victory over Atalanta. Well, Inter Milan is leading the Italian Serie A log with 64 points from 29 matches. Well, I have to face the exit door right now before I get red carded from the studio. But I'll be back tomorrow morning on the Kiko Sports Show with Sports Ganzi. Sports Wizard, Ganzi, right? Well, Olaleke Olutoyin, good evening. How you doing? From Felele. How's Felele this evening? Well, we know it's wet out there. For those of you driving home, hey, remember, take it slow and steady. Like we always say, we say keep doing sports. Good evening.
Diamond for my wrist, brother on my feet, steady rocking Louis V. Every time I pull up with my G's. Oh my God, we don't shut it down. say kid, mama tell me I be star boy. Prophet tell I say, oh, go yen loud, gone loud. So I think say it go easy, but Oju any mala, I enter industry like bagang, break is over. Me, I think say I go blow it all the ginger, cause everywhere I go, they tell me say I to sabi.